Hey, you guys. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. How's it going? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our daily reading. And what a beautiful day. It's a little bit windy, so I thought I'd wear this today to so that I don't know. Just thought I'd wear it. Um, step one. Step one, I believe. Step one in the 12 steps of AA or NA or CA or GA or all of the EA, all of the anonymous programs, all the step one really is I can't trust my own thinking. Step one says that we're powerless over whatever is the substance or the activity that we're addicted to, and but step one is also that our lives are unmanageable, and hi Chris, good morning, buddy. That our lives are unmanageable. That's step one. You know, I'm powerless over food. I'm powerless over whatever it is, porn. I'm powerless over love in a sense of emotional love. You know, seeking it. You know, all of the things that we're powerless over. And many of us in the 12-step world have had to deal with lots of different areas where we've discovered we're powerless. But where most of us miss is we still think we can manage our own lives. We still trust our own thinking. It's a fucking joke. It really is. And we don't know it. We're like, yes, but I know what's best for me. And we don't. And we don't. And it's a hard one because ego says, even society says, yeah, well, you're not drinking. You should be able to run things now. And that was the root of the trouble in the first place. Somehow we got disconnected from this, from source, from love, from God. And we started running the show out of fear. And so the whole purpose of the 12 steps is to bring us into a relationship with a higher power so that we're not running the show. And most of us don't get step one. We think we can still run the show. It's such a joke. It really is. So we're constantly thinking. Does anybody do a lot of thinking? You know, I have people when I talk to them about meditation say, "Oh, I can't meditate. My mind won't stop." Well, our minds won't stop because we're busy running the show. And so until we surrender, hello, buddy. Until we surrender, this one little detail that we cannot manage the show. That from our intellectual thinking, yes, we can. Many of us can do a pretty good job, but we're so, out of our potential. What is our potential? Our true potential isn't to have us running the show from fear. Our true potential is to have us living life. We are life, living life in life. You know, life is love, and but here we are often, so desperately holding on to this idea that life needs us to control it. And so that's the message for me today, is recognize, just start with the hypothesis that we cannot manage our own life, that our thinking is often based in fear. Our own thinking is often based in fear. Now, if any of you have anything to say about this, I'd love you to, make a note. Say, hey, David, yes, I see this, or yeah, but, a lot of times, we're not even thinking. We're running on conditioning. Our conditioning told us that by a certain age we should be in a relationship. By another age we should have children. By a certain age we have all these benchmarks that we think are the truth. And so we're running with these. And so we're not even, we're just totally not present. So, don't be too hard on yourself. Nobody's even told us these things. Most religions don't ask us to be one, with God, with universal intelligence, with love. Most religions are full of dogmatic instructions because they, I believe, didn't trust that God would come to us. So, trusting our own thinking. How do we know that it's not working? Well, when you wake up in the morning and fear comes in, you wake up in the morning and you find that you're chasing a something outside of you to make you feel better. You wake up in the morning, you turn on the TV to look outside of you. When it's all about a vacation, or it's all about, a relationship, when we're judging right and wrong, and good and bad, we're saying my life is a success because of something, then we're managing the show. When we turn it over, the first thing that happens is we recognize that we don't know. And it's such an adventure then. Life becomes an adventure. It's like, I don't know. I can surrender everything. I don't know. I'm not running the show. I'm in the flow of life. You might do all kinds of crazy things. And that's okay, and you might quit your job because you were there out of fear. You might leave your husband or your wife, again, because maybe you were there out of fear or shoulds. Who knows the possibilities that could happen in one's life when we're in the flow, when we're asking each moment to be directed, when we recognize that we are not, from our ego, from our thinking mind, we somehow are not that. We're within that, but we're not that. And the trick is to be aware of this and connected. And then there's no stress. We're living in the flow. There's no stress. We're like the birds. When the storm comes, the bird takes shelter and beautiful day. The bird is just living his life and collecting food and, in a way, living in bliss. We have these thinking minds that tell us all the time, this is right, this is wrong, he's good, she's bad. So let go of the judgments. Surrender the idea that we know, or that we can trust our own thinking. And maybe that's not for everybody. I mean, truly, that is not for everybody. Although it could be for everybody, it's a big step. Step one, my life is unmanageable by me. And we will go to any length to try to figure out how we can manage it. Hey, isn't it crazy? We'll take courses, and read books, engage in arguments. Any idea what day it is? 15? It is June 15th. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So what I do here actually is I read this little book called the Thought for the Day. If any of you have any questions or thoughts, let's maybe post them. Hey Shane, how's your life management going? Isn't it much more easy when you surrender and let go and let God, let go and let God, be in the flow, not resist. Here we go. Thought for the day. In AA, we have three things. So in the 12-step world, I like to say we have three things: fellowship, faith, and service. Fellowship is wonderful, but its wonder lasts just so long. Then some gossip or disillusionment and boredom may come in. Worry and fear come back at times, and we find that fellowship is not the whole story. Then we need faith. When we're alone with nobody to pat us on the back, we must turn to God for help. Can I say, thy will be done, and mean it? Isn't that what I was just talking about? Wow. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. Thy will, not my will. Thy will, not my will. Hey, James. Good morning, buddy. That's what I was just saying. We have to surrender our crazy thinking and our crazy minds. Who wants to live in their full potential? Trevor, you want to live in your full potential?
Sure.
Yeah, but, right? Yeah, but. Okay, meditation for the day. There is beauty in a God-guided life. Oh my gosh, I hadn't read this before, but this is all that I've been talking about this morning. There is beauty in a God-guided life. There is wonder in the feeling of being led by God. Yes. How else could we be in our full potential? Try to realize God's bounty and goodness more and more. Yes. God is planning for you. Wonderful are his ways. They are beyond your knowledge. Awesome. You crazy mind. Everybody who thinks they have a crazy mind, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Just click thumbs up for crazy mind. Crazy mind. Arnaud, I'm talking to you. Do you have a crazy mind? Just say yes. Yes, thumbs up. I have a crazy mind. And it's hard. If we're trusting our mind, we're excluding often, in each moment, the connection with God. Yes, crazy mind, yes. We're excluding the connection with God. See, the connection with God isn't there in a thinking way, It's there in each moment. It's there now, and now, and now, and so practicing, letting go and surrendering our thoughts. Where was I? Wonderful are his ways. They are beyond our knowledge. But God's leading will enter your consciousness more and more and bring you even more peace and joy. Isn't that amazing, Trevor? That's what we've been talking about. Yeah. Bring you more peace and joy. Your life is being planned and blessed by God. You may count all material things as loss if they prevent your winning your way to the consciousness of God's guidance. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Mr. Bauman, good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may earn the rewards of God's power and peace. I pray that I may develop the feeling of being led by God. So when we speak of God, we mean your conception. No particular religious idea. So however you conceive this being to be. For me, it's expanded, it has expanded. I remember as a child I had an idea of an image of God that came from the religion that we were brought up in. And it was a limited image, a limited idea, and some of it was angry. It was a story, and I believed it, and felt that because the story was based on bad and good and right and wrong, I felt that I was excluded in some way. I could not be in connection with that God. And as time has gone on, and I've looked deeper into, what is, I recognize that in a bigger, much more expanded way, God is everything. In our 12 steps, it said he either is or he isn't, either he's everything or he's nothing. And I get that he's everything, including my crazy mind. It's within this that's here, this thatness, this isness that we're in, that was here before we came, it's here after we leave. It's always within, it's always here. And it's calm, it's quiet. So, contemplate on that a little bit. All right, I love you guys. Here's the reading for the day. The prayer to be one with God. We are, of course, always anyway. But to realize that we are one with God. That nothing's missing. Okay, you guys. It's Monday. Monday night tonight at 7 o'clock, we do a kind of a group thing. And we call it a meditation group because there is some meditating that happens. And it starts on Zoom. I'll post the Zoom on this call, actually, for tonight, the Zoom lead-in thingy, the link. And you can come into the Zoom meeting and be part of it there, or you can just watch it on Facebook Live or YouTube Live. Okay, love you, really. Love you, love you, love you. There is nothing but love. We are ambassadors of love. Let's take this love into the world, into our day. Let's be with folks. Be still with them. Listen to them. Encourage them. Love them. Okay. Happy, joyous, and free. Okay. Bye, you guys. Thanks.